Today, we talk about 4 awful habits that make people disrespect you, a journey through C.S. Lewis's wisdom. Imagine stepping into a grand oak-paneled room, the kind C.S. Lewis might have described in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. The air is thick with the scent of old books and the faint murmur of conversations. You walk in with a warm smile, expecting to be greeted with the same warmth, but instead, you're met with cold shoulders, dismissive nods, and a palpable sense of indifference. You feel like an invisible ghost, wandering through a world that refuses to acknowledge your presence. You ask yourself, why don't people respect me? What am I doing wrong? The truth, as C.S. Lewis once wrote, is that respect is not something we can demand, it is something we earn. In Mere Christianity, Lewis reminds us, integrity is doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. Respect operates on the same principle. It is not about the words we speak or the masks we wear. It is about the lives we lead, the choices we make, and the character we embody. Respect is a reflection of our inner world, and when that world is clouded by certain habits, people notice, even if they can't quite put their finger on why. Today, we will embark on a journey through the pages of C.S. Lewis's works to uncover 4 awful habits that might be causing people to disrespect you. These habits, like the subtle whispers of the White Witch, can erode your relationships, sabotage your career, and diminish your sense of self-worth. But fear not, for just as Aslan brought hope and renewal to Narnia, this exploration will equip you with the tools to overcome these habits and reclaim the respect you deserve. 1. Constantly seeking validation from others, the shadow of the mirror. In The Great Divorce, C.S. Lewis paints a haunting picture of a man who carries a small, miserable creature on his shoulder, a manifestation of his own insecurities and need for approval. This man is so consumed by his desire for validation that he cannot see the beauty and freedom that await him. Similarly, when we constantly seek validation from others, we become like that man, weighed down by our own insecurities. Have you ever found yourself asking, do you think I did okay, or anxiously refreshing your social media feed to count the likes and comments? While it's natural to crave encouragement, relying on others for validation is like building your house on shifting sand. As Lewis writes in The 4 Loves, don't let your happiness depend on something you may lose. When we anchor our self-worth in the opinions of others, we give away our power. People sense this desperation, and instead of respecting us, they may pity us, or worse, manipulate us. Think of Lucy Pevensey in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. She doesn't seek validation from her siblings when she discovers Narnia. She trusts her own experience and stands firm in her truth, even when others doubt her. Her quiet confidence earns her respect, not just from her siblings, but from Aslan himself. How to fix it? Believe in your own worth. Like Lucy, trust in your own experiences and convictions. You don't need others to validate your existence. Make decisions based on integrity. Let your choices be guided by what is right, not by what will earn you applause. Find joy in your progress. Celebrate your growth and achievements, even if no one else notices. When you stop chasing validation, you'll find that people are drawn to your quiet confidence and respect you for it. 2. Being too agreeable and never setting boundaries. The danger of the doormat. In the Screwtape Letters, Lewis warns us of the dangers of losing ourselves in the pursuit of pleasing others. Wormwood, the junior tempter, is advised to lead his patient into a life of endless compromise, where boundaries are eroded and self-respect is sacrificed on the altar of others' approval. This is the fate of those who are too agreeable. They become like doormats, walked over and forgotten. Imagine this. A friend asks for a favor, and even though you're exhausted, you say yes. Your boss piles extra work on you, and you don't push back. Over time, people start seeing you as someone who can be taken advantage of, not someone to be respected. As Lewis writes in The Problem of Pain, we are not necessarily doubting that God will do the best for us. We are wondering how painful the best will turn out to be. Setting boundaries can be painful. We fear rejection. We fear being seen as selfish. But boundaries are not selfish. They are necessary. If you never set boundaries, people assume you have none. And when people think you have no boundaries, they stop respecting you. How to fix it? Learn to say no. Practice saying no without guilt. Remember, every time you say no to something that drains you, you say yes to something that nourishes you. Stand firm in your decisions. Like the steadfast Reepicheep in the Voyage of the Dawn Treader, hold your ground with courage and conviction. Prioritize your well-being. Your needs matter. Don't apologize for taking care of yourself. Respect begins when you teach people how to treat you. 3. Speaking without confidence or purpose. The whisper of the unseen. In The Abolition of Man, Lewis speaks of the importance of clear, purposeful communication. He warns against the men without chests, those who have lost the ability to speak with conviction and passion. When we mumble, hesitate, or second-guess ourselves, we become like these men, invisible and unremarkable. Have you ever had a conversation with someone who constantly mumbled, hesitated, or seemed unsure of what they were saying? Did you respect them more or less because of it? The way we speak has a profound impact on how others see us. As Lewis writes, the task of the modern educator is not to cut down jungles, but to irrigate deserts. Our words have the power to bring life and authority to our message, or to leave it barren and forgotten. Think of the way Aslan speaks in the Chronicles of Narnia. His words are clear, confident, and full of purpose. Even when he is silent, his presence commands respect. When we speak with the same clarity and conviction, people listen. How to fix it? Speak clearly and with intention. Choose your words carefully and deliver them with confidence. Avoid fillers. Eliminate maybe, and I guess from your vocabulary. These words undermine your authority. Stand by your words. Like Aslan, let your words carry the weight of your convictions. When you speak like you believe in yourself, others will start to believe in you too. For gossiping and speaking negatively about others, the poison of the tongue. In The Great Divorce, Lewis describes a woman who is consumed by her habit of gossiping. She is so entangled in her own negativity that she cannot see the beauty of the heavenly realm. Gossip, Lewis suggests, is a poison that not only harms others but also corrodes our own souls. One of the fastest ways to lose respect is by being someone who constantly talks behind people's backs. Gossip might seem harmless, but in reality, it tells others that you can't be trusted. As Lewis writes, what you see and hear depends a good deal on where you are standing. If we only focus on people's flaws, we will always see the worst in them. But when we choose to lift others up, we create an atmosphere of trust and respect. Think about it. If you constantly hear someone speaking badly about others, do you respect them? Or do you secretly wonder what they say about you when you're not around? How to fix it? Choose to speak life. Let your words be a source of encouragement and positivity. Be a safe haven. Be someone others feel safe around, knowing you won't betray their trust. Address issues directly. If you have a problem with someone, speak to them directly, not behind their back. Respect is built on trust. And trust is built when people know they can count on you to be honest, kind, and fair. Final thoughts. Becoming someone people respect. If you found yourself guilty of any of these habits, take heart. We all have areas where we can grow. The key, as C.S. Lewis reminds us in The Weight of Glory, is to start where we are and take the next step forward. You can't go back and change the beginning, he writes, but you can start where you are and change the ending. Starting today, make a commitment to stop seeking validation from others. Set firm boundaries and stand up for yourself. Speak with confidence and purpose. Avoid gossip and negativity. When you do, you'll notice a shift. People will start treating you differently. They will listen when you speak. They will respect your time, your words, and your presence. And most importantly, you will start respecting yourself. Respect isn't about being perfect. It's about being authentic, confident, and unwavering in your values. The more you embrace these principles, the more people will see you as someone worth respecting. So go out there and become the person God created you to be, strong, confident, and deeply respected. You deserve it.